Ever thinking about downsizing and you keep asking yourself, should I sell first or buy first? You are not alone, because this one decision can affect your finances, your stress level, and whether or not you actually get the home you want. And here's the part most people don't realize. The safe choice is often the one that causes the most regret. I'll explain why in just a minute. If you're new here, I'm Melinda. I work with homeowners who are downsizing and trying to figure out how to move without feeling rushed, overwhelmed, or financially stretched. And this question comes up almost every conversation. Should I sell first or buy first? Today, I'm going to walk you through both options. But more importantly, how to think about this decision so you feel confident before you make a move. Let's start with why this feels so difficult. Because it's not just a real estate decision, it's a life transition. You've likely been in your home for years, maybe decades. And now you're trying to simplify your lifestyle, move into something more manageable, and still make the right financial decision at the same time. So your mind starts going here. What if I sell too soon and have nowhere to go? Or what if I buy first and get stuck with two homes? What if I miss the right house because I waited too long? And here's what most people do next. They pause, they wait, and do nothing. But waiting actually creates a different problem. I'll come back to that in a minute. This is what most people are told is the safe option. And on paper, it makes sense. You sell your current home, you know exactly how much money you have, and then you go buy your next home. Simple, clean, predictable. But here's the reality most people don't talk about. Once your home sells, the clock starts ticking. Now you're under pressure. You need to find a home quickly, and that changes how you make decisions. Instead of asking, is this the right home for me? You start asking, will this work so I don't end up without a place to live? That's where people start settling, and sometimes regretting the move later. But there is a way to sell first without that pressure. I'll explain that coming up. Now, let's look at buying first. This is what many downsizers want to do because it gives you control. You can take your time, find the right home, move when you're ready. It feels calmer, but here's the fear that stops most people. What if I own two homes? What if something goes wrong? What if I can't sell my current house quickly? And those are valid concerns. But here's what most people don't realize. There are strategies that allow you to buy first without taking unnecessary risk. Most homeowners just aren't shown how to do it properly. And that's where things either go smoothly or become very stressful. I'm going to break that down in a minute. If this video helps, feel free to like it, subscribe, and hit the notification button so these videos show up when you need them. Here's where I want you to shift your thinking, because the real question isn't, should I sell first or buy first? The real question is this: which approach fits my situation, my finances, and my comfort level? Because there is no one size fits all answer. For some people, selling first is the right move. For others, buying first creates a much better experience. Are you leaning towards selling first or buying first? Let me know in the comments below. It depends on things like your financial flexibility, your comfort with timing, the type of home you're looking for, and how quickly homes are selling in your area. And this is where most people get stuck because they're trying to make a big decision without a clear plan. So everything feels uncertain. Let me show you the biggest mistake I see. People try to figure this out in the wrong order. They start looking at homes before they understand their numbers, before they understand timing, before they understand their options. And that creates confusion fast. Instead of clarity, they feel pressure. And once you feel pressure, it's much harder to make a confident decision. So what happens? They delay. And that brings us back to what I mentioned earlier. Waiting has a cost too. You might miss the right home. You might stay stuck longer than you want. And the process feels heavier the longer you put it off. Here's a better way to think about it. Before you decide whether to sell or buy first, you need a simple, clear plan. A plan that shows you what your home could sell for, what your next home will likely cost, and what your timing options look like. How to reduce risk no matter which path you choose. Because once you have that, everything starts to feel calmer, more manageable, and a lot less overwhelming. And that's when you can make the right decision for you. If you're thinking about downsizing and trying to figure out your timing, the next step isn't guessing, it's getting clarity. Because once you understand your options, this decision becomes much easier. And in the next video, I'm going to walk you through the biggest risk of buying before you sell and exactly how to avoid it. You can also check out this video and learn about the financial information needed